Hi everyone, welcome to Justin's Reads, and on today's episode we are talking about a book by Howard Mhlanga titled The Puzzles of Success. And as you know, success is actually very much relative, and it all stems around the fact that you are trying to accomplish something, you are trying to aim at something, you have a goal, you have got a purpose. So it's a book that actually helps anyone who has an aim, who has a purpose, who has something that they are striving to achieve, or who could actually be in a hard place and they don't really know what they want, what they can do or they should do in order to get to the next level. It just puts together. It's a book full of purpose. It's a book full of ideas. It's a book that is actually full of strength, faith, and hope. It encourages you to stay on course until you achieve that thing that you actually want to achieve. Like it says, the puzzles of success, how you can put together the things that you need to put together in order for you to achieve the kind of life that you want to have. And I like the fact that it started with giving an analogy of a seed, how the process of it becoming a forest, right? A seed starts by going into the soil where it runs the risk of being eaten by worms and other creatures, and when it's inside the soil, it has to die. It has to die of itself before it can sprout out to become a plant. Before it even comes up to the surface, it has to struggle to push itself up against the soil, against the other rudiments that are inside the soil, inside that ground, until it comes up to become that little plant that you may all desire and admire when we see them growing. And beyond that, when it is sprouted out of the ground, it also runs the risk of being trampled upon. It runs the risk of being stepped on. It runs the risk of being cut down before it can become a forest, a tree that produces fruits and other seeds that causes it become that forest that we would see at the later stage. So that's like every individual, you all have our different journeys to become that person, to build that empire, to be at that position, to accomplish that thing that you've always wanted to. We all face different things. We all face different hurdles. There are different challenges that we meet along our path of success, along our path of trying to accomplish something or becoming something, to becoming someone in our lives. And the path of success tries to strengthen you so that you stay in course, you stay at that thing that you've always wanted to be. And he says, in this beginning of the chapter, he says, you know what? It's an open secret that everyone goes through challenges. You know, it's an open secret. So everyone is going through something. They might not tell you that the person's challenge might not be your kind of challenge, or might not be your level of challenge. It could be something that you could easily overcome. But each and every individual at any stage of their life, they face things that tries to stop them from going to the next level. But with the puzzles of success, he's trying to encourage you. He gives you that tenacity, that boldness. It tries to paint a picture with this character that he talks about, a Quinton, and the other one that he tries to explain the fact that, hey, you can be something no matter where you come from. You can actually achieve something despite where you come from. It doesn't matter the kind of background that you have. You might have been born with everything, with a silver spoon in your mouth, but you might also have your own things, your own desire beyond what your parents or your folks could have laid for you. There is actually a way. If you stay on course, you can actually become that person. Or you could be that other guy that he explains about, that started from nothing really, but grew up to become a person of a great reputation. So the book goes on. It's like a journey. It shows a journey of this young man from how he grew primary school, the journey of entrepreneurship, how he started in primary school where he was actually selling sweets for the sister, and that's where he learned how to communicate with people, how to convince people, how to get people to do the things that he actually wants to do, and the importance of customer service and everything. And from there, from primary school to high school, the football life, the career, the sporting activity that she was involved in, and so forth and so forth. So it was actually a journey that most of us actually engage in, a journey that is easy to relate to. Anyone can actually relate to, so because it's something that we see or something that you could have actually experienced. It's like a journey, and he goes on and goes on and goes on. The book is trying to explain that journey of that person, how he ended up becoming the person that he is. But all in all, this chapter that actually stood out for me is chapter 18, where he spoke about the power of love. The power of love is one of the puzzles of success. The power of love is, it says, it said, I will greet this day with love in my heart. The greatest secret of success in all ventures is love. Muscles can split and fight a shield, or even destroy a life. The power of love can open hearts of men, and no man can resist love. The purpose from within and from those who are genuine. I don't want to be a peddler. I will force love to be my greatest weapon, and no one can defend against the force. My reasoning they may encounter, my speech they may distract, my apparel they may disapprove, my face they may reject, and my bargains they may cause suspicions. But love will melt all the hearts, just like the sun whose rays soften the coldest clay. You know, I loved that chapter. It actually was trying to explain, enlighten the fact that you can actually find a positive in each and everything. Whether the things that are generally deemed as negative, you can actually find a positive in it. For example, he said, I love the darkness because it shows me stars. You would never know that there are stars if you've not been in the dark. You would have never appreciated the beauty of stars had it not been for the darkness, had it not been for that night time. So the night time is actually necessary for you to be able to appreciate that that light. I liked it. I like that chapter. So even you as an individual, you can be at that place where you think there is darkness, but if you really do a due diligence, if you really look deep down inside of you, you will find out that there is actually a positive that you can draw out of that situation. There is actually more that you can learn from that situation. It's like if you fail to do something, you have found one more way why you can't do it that way. You are actually a step closer to you accomplishing that thing. So there's no situation really, if you look at it, that could be actually to your detriment. Everything is like the puzzles that are actually working together, like that seed that goes into the soil and gets into the mud, is squashed in between the mud, but it doesn't give up. And when it's inside the soil, so what happens? It dies. It dies. There are some things that may die in your life, and you find yourself hurt or being in that place where you don't understand, why did this thing had to die? Why did this relationship had to stop? Why did this person has to leave my life? Why did this person this job had to end? Why did I have to get fired from my position? Why did my father have to die? Why did my company close? Why did this and that happen? You know, there are things that you might not understand why they ended. Why did my relationship end? Why am I not with this person? You could be asking yourself all those questions, but look at it. Look at the bigger picture. It could be that it died for a bigger cause. It could be that it ended for a bigger cause. It could be that you are in that position, you experience that position for the greater cause, for the things that had to come, you know. And I like it. If you go in life with that kind of attitude, you'll find out that you'll be cruising in life because there's no situation that will put you down. You understand that each and every situation that you go through, each and every situation that you find yourself in, is actually for you, for a greater cause. Is actually for a better future. Is actually training you, strengthening you to the accomplishment of that thing that you've always wanted. So that's Puzzles of Success by Howard Mhlanga. And he actually said, the other thing that I liked, he actually said in his book, don't confuse what you're being offered now for what you're actually worth. You know, you are actually worth more. You need to understand who you are and whose you are, so that even if people offer you less, it doesn't deter you. It doesn't it doesn't confuse you with your worth. It doesn't stand in your way of the kind of person that you really are. You know, it doesn't determine who you really are. It doesn't stop you from becoming the kind of person that you've always wanted to become. So that's Puzzles of Success, and it's a book that everyone at any stage, despite your background, can actually read and draw strength, draw hope, draw faith for that next level that you'd want to do. And if you want that book, just link it to my drop me a comment, an inbox, and I'll be able to tell you where and how you can get the book. It's very short and refreshing. You will love it. You will love it. Thank you so much, guys. See you on the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and share. Thank you so much. I love you. Peace.